Well, brand new from our friends at Hunkydory is this stained glass mystical worlds collection. Now there are 4 pieces to this: the toppers, the 8x8 pattern paper, the edge-to-edge cardstock, and then also the Mary cardstock. Now I'm going to show you all of that, but let me just show you one of the projects that Heidi has made. You can see that she's come from this one. And how gorgeous is that? Won't you please come play with us? Okay, well, as I said, we're going to get into these, so let me just scoot these over and show you the topper set. Now, you can make at least 16 cards, and there are 8 sets, so let me just show you one of them. So this is one that Heidi did not use, the unicorn and butterflies. So you see the toppers. Now, they have black foiling on there, so when I get it in the light, you'll see it's kind of shiny. You're going to get the toppers, then you're going to get a sheet of printed cardstock that also has the black foiling on it, and then you're going to get another one that is printed without the foiling, and all of these, as you can see, will match with the toppers. So the unicorn, the owl, and the raven, and the kitty, that is another set that Heidi did not use. And here is a set of dragons. Oh, these are other pieces that she did not use. So we'll get into the collection and let you see all of that. So very, very fun and very unique. So that's great. Now the 8x8 papers, there are 48 of them, and you're going to get 12 different designs, and you get 4 sheets of each. So you can see these. So we have a house, we have our dragon, and they are double-sided, so you can play with either side. I love dragons. A personal favorite of mine comes from my science fiction reading. There is a fairy, and on the back of her, ooh, pretty. Here's our owl, and looks very stained glass, doesn't it? There's our raven, or crow, however you want to call him. There is the unicorn that I showed you earlier, and another unicorn. And you can see that these are coordinating with the art in the topper collection. There's our fairy, and there is our kingdom, I guess. Okay, so you've got all of those, 4 of each, so that works quite nicely. And then this is the edge-to-edge foiled cardstock. So on the topper set, the foiling is in specific areas, but this is edge-to-edge. Now what's interesting about this, there are 16 sheets. You're going to get 8 designs. You're going to get 2 sheets of each in different colors. Okay, so by that I mean, so we have this leaf pattern, and you get it in purple and in green. Also, the foiling, you can see it's shiny there, is in black. And here is a swirl in blue and in light teal. Then we have a darker teal with a black tone-on-tone, just luscious. And here is a swirl in black also and in blue. Now these are pieces that Heidi used, but she used a different color. And so she used all 4 of these, the dot, the roses, the geometric, and the arches, and in different colors on all 4 of the cards. So that's what we have there. And then finally, we have the Mary cardstock. Now, you know what that is. It's going to be the super shiny stuff. 16 sheets, you're going to get 2 of each in 8 colors. And the 8 colors are these. So we have the purple, the green, the kind of light blue, as well as black, and a copper, and a darker blue, and kind of a teal and a pink. So all of those, you're going to get 2 each. Everything is sized in the A4 size, so it's like a large 8.5 by 11. Okay, so all of that is waiting for you. And let's get started with Heidi's very first project. And we'll get in a little bit closer just so you can really see that. And this is using the one of the castle. And what Heidi did, and I think it's really interesting, is that she used a cutting die, and it is our trifold surprise card. Now you can see this on the package. it makes this L in the front. You can kind of see it right there. Well, what Heidi did is that when she cut it out, she turned it the other way. So the L is, let's see, let me turn this over, is right here. Okay, I know it's a little bit hard to see with that. So instead of being the way it shows here, it's just the opposite. So this part is actually right here. So all you'll do is that when you die cut this out, you choose, do you want to have it this way? Let's see, this way, which is what the directions show, or you want to just flip it over. And there's actually no one right way, so you get to do whatever you want. So this is very simple. That's just one die. And you'll notice that our dies are solid metal. Many people tell us they love that because it's not going to warp, it's not going to get distorted over time. And they also love the fact that the directions are right here in the package that holds the cutting die. So everything is there. So, and you have right here, it's going to tell you which ones are mountain folds, which are valley folds. And so that just takes care of that, makes it super, super easy. So in this case, what Heidi did is she made her a card out of the Black Mary. And there we go. That's going to be hard to see on the black table. But she first die cut it out of that. Then she die cut it again out of this kind of arched piece. Remember, you saw another one earlier in the package. So she used this green. So what she did, and I thought this was pretty clever, she die cut it again out of this, and then she removed these two pieces because all she wanted were the two L's. So you see the L, the backwards L and the upside down L. And then she cut them a quarter of an inch smaller so that they would fit within the black die. So it just makes that easy. So she did that with both of these pieces. And then she used the green glitter, as you can see. Now you could either just measure that and trim it out, and there are two of them, so you can see, or you could again cut the die out and then take off these two pieces, trim these two down, whichever you want to do. I think it would probably save your glitter if you just simply cut these two square and a rectangle. But isn't that shiny and pretty and perfect with the illustration to have that glitter in there? Works very, very nicely. Then she went to this sheet, and this sheet of the toppers has that castle as well as some of the dragons. And of course it has a border and it has some of the greetings. So what she did is, although this is 3 layers, she treated it as one, so she didn't separate them. So that that worked out just right. And then she glued it, or did she foam tape it? Okay, she foam taped it over to this side. And you just want to make sure that you don't put any adhesive in this area, because you do want to make sure that this can open. So you can see that that really takes care of that whole piece, and it's going to cover up anything that you have hiding back here. So that's nice. And then she did foam tape on this, be the king of your castle. And then she used, this is the green sparkles from Hunkydory, and there are 72 pieces there, so you can see different shades of the green. We do not have very many of these left, so I just wanted to tell you that. And then she used, as she always does, the Hunkydory Hunkydory Bow Maker. Starts with a B. And this is the 1/8 inch ribbon pack, so you can just see just tons of color. This time she used the burgundy right here. And then going in, so these pieces are also part of that same topper collection. These two are foam tape. This is down flat. You can see the jewels that were added and another burgundy bow, and you're right there. Now, the other thing that's nice about this is that you are not left hanging with an envelope, because this will fit in our 10 envelopes. So that works very, very nicely. So there you go, all ready. quite a striking presentation. Now, let me show you the card that I showed you in the beginning, and you did get a little bit of a preview. Now this, as I said, is using the 5x7 tent cards, also by Hunkydory, and we're going to place the fold at the top. Now what Heidi used, this is the edge-to-edge cardstock that she used, and you're going to first cut a piece that's going to fit within the card front, leaving a white border. By the way, the instructions and measurements are just down below. Click on the card, you'll see them. You can even print them off if you want to. So she's done that, and what she chose to match with this are a couple of things. So here is the Mary, and it's kind of a blueberry that's in that collection. And she also used black glitter. So as you know, so that's a really pretty collection, and she used that because of the colors in the artwork. So we have our front covered. Then she cut a piece of the glitter that's going to cover this span, and cut a smaller piece of the blueberry Mary, and then wrapped a purple ribbon. And this obviously is going to come from the purple ribbon collection. This is the grosgrain. So she's wrapped that, and then she glued the whole piece to the card front. And then this topper is out of this set. So you're going to get 2 of the fairies. And obviously she used this set. Now, in this case, she has removed the center frame and just is going to use that elsewhere. So she took this outside frame and glued it to this same piece. Now it's the same one that she used on the card front, but you know, you're not seeing the glitter under here. That's because that she has taken this frame, glued it here, and then just cut along the edge. Now, a tip is that when you're cutting like that, it really is helpful to use the small scissors. That's just really going to work. And somewhere on my table, there we go, I have them to show you. So it's these, where there's just a couple of inches of the blade, and it's just going to be so much easier as you go right along that decorative edge. So wanted to share that with you. So this then is one piece with seeing the rose color on the inside. That gets foam taped, and then she has foam taped the angel on top. And then birthday wishes is foam taped there. A single little rose is foam taped here, and another, let's see, that is with love, which is right here. It's going to get foam taped there. And then again, the bow maker to make that bow and to zot it in place. Now for the inside of this card, isn't that pretty? She did use the black glitter, and I know that's probably hard to see on this backing, so let me help. There we go. So you can see the black glitter. That's going to cover the card. And then a smaller piece of that blueberry Mary. Then this cleverly comes from this. And you can see that she started just edge to edge on that border. She did fussy cut around the roses just a little bit. Again, those small scissors will work. And then brought it up and then trimmed it just below the fold on the card. And she did wrap it with the ribbon. Now notice the ribbon is going vertically on the card front. Here it's going horizontally. It's just a nice decorative element. So that creates the card inside. All you need is faith, trust, and a little fairy dust, and that's been foam taped on top, and that completes this card. Well done. I love using all of the elements to make it really, really special. Okay, now there were the papers in the 8x8 stained glass, so let's get into those for the last 2 cards that Heidi has made. And let me show you. Now she is going back to our 5x6.5 inch cards for this, and you can see that blues and purples and gold are what's going on for this card. Maybe it's going to be easier for you to see if I put white behind it. Does that help? Are you saying yes? Okay. Now, let me show you the things that she has chosen to use on this. So this is going to be that center topping. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, we're going to take our card, and she has taken the blue Mary, and she has used that to cover the card front. But first, she cut off part of it. Can you see that that's missing? Well, that's just 2 inches from the left-hand side. Measure 2 inches. I like to measure 2 inches at the bottom, draw a line and just cut, or do it with your paper trimmer to make sure it's straight. So that's going to make our card base. Then you're going to cover the front with that blue Mary. And then she's also used, and I think you can see the stars that are here in the edge-to-edge Mary. Okay, you saw that in a different color earlier, but blue is what she used. So what she's using is the blue Mary, the blue edge-to-edge, and the gold glitter. So those are the 3 colors to go with this. Okay, so in the card top, she has made a rectangle out of the edge-to-edge dot, matted it on the gold Mary, and then she took this piece, trimmed it into a square, matted it on the gold, and then you can see that this one is placed kind of to the left, then this one is placed to the right. That works just perfectly. Then she took another piece and cut out just the circle, and then a third piece and just cut out the butterfly and foam taped both of those over the original art. So I think you can see that. Okay, first the square, then the circle, then the butterfly on top. Now those little sparkly pieces are from a Hunkydory collection that's called Blue Shimmer Diamond Sparkles, and she has placed them up here, the light blue, and then the darker blue right there. The ribbon is out of the purple ribbon set, and that is the velvet ribbon. These ribbon sets have a lot of different types of ribbon, which just makes them more versatile. So that has been made and soldered in place. Then inside, she covered the whole inside with this edge-to-edge piece. And then this is also this same sheet, but you can see it is the top edge. So she focused on this, but we want to use this. This is what the back of it looks like. She didn't use that. So this has been cut, and let me just turn it sideways so you can see. This has been cut to fit right here, matted on the gold glitter. And then the Celebrate, I can see it really well in person, but it might be hard to see on the screen. It is out of our Purple Dazzle collection. Now this has got borders, it has script greetings, it has all kinds of our dazzles all in purple. So that is our third card that really is focusing on the 8x8 papers. Now I have one more card, and I have to tell you, Heidi did something for this that I have not seen before. So let me bring this in, and let me take my notes off of it because you don't need to see those. Okay, so here is the card. Now it might look a little bit like a Halloween card, but it's really just wonderful. And of course, you can tell that she used our arch dies to make this, but look at this. It has a gatefold in the front, and it opens like that. And this Hello Kitty is right there. Okay, let me show you what she did, because she did several neat things here. So I'm going to start with the construction of the card itself. So let me show you that. So the cutting dies, there are 6 pieces. She has used the largest one for the card base, so that makes it easy. And she has cut that base out of, you can cut it out of white cardstock, or you can use the purple right here. So the purple is what she did. And so she cut the largest arch, and then you have one piece. So there we go. This is our purple. So right there. Now what do we do? Well, now we're going to take this one. This is the edge to edge. We're going to cut 2 of the exact same arches. So let me show you that. Okay, here's our purple. We're going to have an orange, and we're going to have another orange, like that. Then we're going to take these 2 oranges and cut them in half, just right down the middle. And that's going to just take care of it. Now we're going to cut something else. We're going to cut 2 pieces. Just ignore the points right now. It's going to be 1 inch wide and 4 inches long. Then we're going to score it in the middle. And then we're going to fold it, and then about 1/4 of an inch down, make a point, and the same thing at the bottom. We're going to do that with 2 pieces. And these are going to be the hinges to hold this together. Okay, so I've done it on 2 of them. Then I'm going to attach this to the back of my purple, like so. Just remove the liner. This is 1/2 inch extra sticky tape, by the way, because this is 1 inch wide. We divided it in half, so like this. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put extra sticky tape on the front, and I'm going to attach my card front. Then, to cover that up, I'm going to take another one and just cover it up, just like so. So that then I have orange on the front and orange on the inside, just like Heidi does. So there's orange and orange and orange. Very clever, very simple. I love her idea about the hinge, and she made it 4 inches. You know, you can adjust this for any other shape of a card. So super, super easy. And I think that's a note that that I forgot to remove. So very easy. So now you have your card, purple, 2 oranges, cut 2 oranges, cut them in half, and then they're going to go on each side and get hinged together. Okay, now she's going to use a next smaller cutting die to do another purple. So that's going to be on the front. Now that's going to be, the left side of it's going to be attached to the left gate, if you will. And then she went into that 8x8 paper, and this is the one that she's using. So you can see it's also got the purple and the orange, the combination that she used. And she's going to trim off this cat. And actually, let me just show you. You can see that she just cut right around the cat and foam taped it in place. And then this has some teal jewel dazzles. You can see it right around the stained glass area. Now for here, I thought this was so clever, and I was really proud of her. She used the smallest arch to make a tag. And maybe you've seen this before, but I haven't. And I thought that was really neat. So that is going to get glued at an angle. The For You comes out of our tiny words and phrases. We used that yesterday in a webisode. And then she's also used the purple ribbons that we used earlier, made and sodded a bow right there. Then on the inside, the same piece, and she just trimmed this out and left the edges. So you can see it's going to go right down here. And then fussy cut out a kitty and put it on top. Here is another of the, oh, excuse me, this is done out of the gold cardstock. And again, this is the arch, the smallest one, but then she did trim it down. It's about 1 inch off the bottom to make this smaller tag. I love it. I think it's so clever. The hello comes from the tiny words as well as that scroll. More of the dazzles and another bow all together. Very fun. So you don't have to just use arches with kittens. You can use them with lots of different things. Okay, so to recap what we have, excuse me, the stained glass 8x8. I'll get my Post-it notes out of the way. We have our topper collection, which of course is the basis of everything. It's going to give us those foil pieces and those wonderful large die cuts. And we also have the 16-sheet Miri that you saw well used. And we have the 16-sheet edge-to-edge foiled cardstock pieces. So all 4 of those, yes, all 4 of them. Now you can buy them individually or you can buy them all together. If you buy them all together, for goodness sakes, take the money saver. Save a little bit of money, that's not bad. And it is on the right-hand side of your screen. If you are watching this on YouTube, we hope that you will like us. We hope that you will subscribe because that helps our rating on YouTube, which we want, and or Facebook. And come on over to Paper Wishes. As I said, the directions are all down below. You can see what Heidi has used. All of the products, of course, are here at Paper Wishes. And I think that we are unique in many ways, but one of the ways is that we do have product for you, but we also show you ideas for using it. I think we're the only company that does that, and that makes us very happy to share that with you. I want to thank Heidi for her creativity, and I think she did some wonderful things. I love how she used those cutting dies, and it's always a good idea to find other ways to use your dies. Again, there is the money saver. You can take advantage of that. I want to thank you for joining us and for being part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.